Hi there, my name is Hardeep Kaur and today I'm working on my labbook 2 for networking. Here you can see these are my two virtual machines. I created two virtual machines. One is a HKSVR01 and one is a HKSVR02. We are working on both machines. So today I'm doing a 4 task. For the first task I am creating an organization unit, user and group. So for that one I am using a machine 1. So make sure create an organization unit, user and groups on that machine in which you configure the Active Directory. So you can see that in this my machine I configure my Active Directory. So go to a tools, then go to Active Directory user and computers. Here you can see my domain name which I already created, and this is my organization unit. I created my organization unit is IT. I created this under my domain name. So it's very easy to create. I'm not creating another one because I already created, but I will show you how you can do it. Under your domain name, go to a new and then go to an organization unit. Just give a name which you want to give and then press OK. After that, I also create some users. So here you can see these are my user. In total maybe it's 8 or 9, I'm not sure, but I create 4 software developer users, 2 system integrators, 1 system architect and 1 for a database analyst. How we can create? So under your organization unit, go to a new and then go to a user. Then give a first name which you want to give, last name, and here full name and initials and the login name. Then go to next. Then it will ask for a password. Then just put a password which you want to give and press a finish. Then you can create a user like this. Not only this, I also create some groups. Here you can see my security groups. So in total I create 6 groups. So for one group I created for software developers. I gave a name software developer, and for a software architect user I create a system architect group, and for a system integrator user I create a system integrator groups, and same thing with the database. So it was our part 1. So you can also see the members of these. So just press on your group, go to a members. Here you can see these users are a member of my this group. So it was our task 1. Let's move to a task 2. For a task 2, I also create 2 more groups. I give a name group 1 and group 2 with my initials. In this group, for the first group, I add 2 developers, 1 system integrator, 1 system architect, and 1 database administrator. So just go to a group 1, go to a members, and here you can see the members of my group. Here you can see the members of my group 1. Same thing with the group 2. These are different members for a group 2. So it was our task 2. Move further. So in the task 3, we are working on a second machine. So this is our second machine. So firstly we are creating a folder. Go here. We are creating a folder in local disk C drive. So go to this PC, local disk C. Here you can see I create a folder project. Click here. After that there is also 2 more folders. One is for an Android app, one is for iOS. I also created differently, but I put in one folder because then it's easy to share. Because if you are making a different folder, then first you have to share an Android app, then iOS app. But if it's in the one folder, then it's easy. So you can just share your project folder, then it's easy for you. So now we are adding some users. So just go to our Android app, go to our properties, then security. here you can see I add my users. It's very easy to add. Just go to edit, then add a user which you wanted to add. Just put a name, then it will ask for a username and the password. Just put a username which you gave and the password, then press OK. Then you can got these user here. There is also have a permissions. So to see a permission, go to advanced, and here you are. These are a permission which you can see on my Android app, and same thing with the iOS. You just go to the properties, security, first add what you wanted to add, and the permissions. So it was our task 3rd. Now moving further to task 4. So in the task 4, I secure my all the folders, and my all users are able to read, and my all users are able to read all the content and also modify the content. So just go to a project, same thing, go to our properties, security, and advanced. Just choose any user which you wanted to choose. Go to edit. So here you can see the basic permissions. You can also choose permissions according to you. So go to a show advanced permission. If you wanted to modify something, you can, like if you wanted to give a permission for a delete some folders and a file, just click on here, then click only apply these, and then OK. But in this case, I give a permission for a read, create files, create folders, and read permission. So press OK. Now see. So go to effective access, then select a user. It will ask for a object name. Then it will ask for a username and a password. Just put your username and a password which you gave. And these are my users. So select this one, then OK, then view effective access. So here you can see I have these permissions which are in green one. So I give this permission, so these are in with a green color, but for a red one I didn't give these permissions, so that's why it's a red, but I also give these permissions. Same thing with the iOS app. So in the last step, I create one more user, that's a software development director. Here you can see my software development director. I just give a permission for a read permission. So here you can see I also give a read permission. So go to effective access. Here you can see this user has just a read permission. So it was our task 4. I also made one folder under our Android and iOS app, that is brainstorming. I forgot to tell before, so I'm showing you that folder too. Here you are. Now with those permissions, you can also modify and modify the content of this folder too. So it was my 4 tasks. Thank you.